When you close your eyes tonight and think of your life, what do you see? Do you see a man or woman waiting for abundance to come one day, as though wealth is on a distant shore, always out of reach? Or do you see someone who already lives the life they have always dreamed of, who already breathes and walks in the reality of abundance? The truth is, you are not on a journey to wealth. You are not hoping that one day riches will appear. Your millionaire life has already begun, and the only requirement of you is to feel it now. There is a power within you that responds not to effort, not to worry, not to striving, but only to the state you dare to occupy. Every man and woman lives by states, and you can shift states as easily as you change your clothes. When you believe yourself to be poor, struggling, and lacking, you step into that state and live out its consequences. But when you clothe yourself in the state of abundance, when you walk in the inner world as though you already are the millionaire version of yourself, life must conform. The outer world is nothing but the reflection of your inner acceptance. It does not matter what is currently in your bank account. It does not matter what you see in your job, your bills, or your debts. The facts are not final. They are merely the shadow of a state you have been carrying. The moment you shift your inner conviction, the facts will dissolve, and new ones will arise to match the feeling you carry within. You do not need to wait, for waiting is the very denial of possession. You must dare to claim now, to feel now, that you already are the one you desire to be. Do you realize how simple this is? If I tell you, imagine now that you are standing inside your dream home, looking out of the window at the gardens that stretch before you. Can you not in this very moment feel the thrill of ownership? If I ask you to imagine looking at your bank account and seeing millions available to you, can you not feel the relief, the confidence, the calm that settles upon you? That feeling is the creative act. That feeling is wealth itself. And the world has no choice but to mirror that inner reality back to you in ways beyond your planning. We have been trained from childhood to believe that life is hard, that money requires endless effort, that success belongs to the few. But that is the dream of others, and you need not carry it any longer. For the truth is that creation is finished. Everything you could ever desire already exists in the invisible world of states. The millionaire you, the wealthy you, the abundant you, already stands waiting in consciousness. You need only accept it. You need only say within, that is me now. The reason so many people fail is not because they are unlucky, not because they lack talent, but because they refuse to persist in the inner conviction of already being. They look at the evidence around them and allow themselves to be hypnotized by the visible world. They pray for change while secretly doubting it will ever come. They imagine wealth but then walk in the world as though poverty is their true home. And so life gives them only what they feel most real. You cannot deceive life, for life is only the mirror of what you accept within. So I say to you today, stop postponing your wealth. Stop waiting for the future to deliver what already belongs to you. Feel now that you are the millionaire. Walk as that person now. Think, speak, and act from that state. Even if the world mocks you, even if the numbers say otherwise, do not argue with facts. Simply return again and again to the inner vision, to the feeling of being secure, rich, and abundant. That is all that is required. Some will say, but how can I feel wealthy when I know I am not? And I tell you, you are not asked to deny reality. You are asked to create it. The only way reality shifts is when you assume a new inner cause. If you keep agreeing with what your senses report, you will remain forever in the cycle of lack. But if you dare to disregard appearances and walk in the unseen, you will discover the law of life itself, that the unseen felt in imagination becomes the seen in the world. Think of this, every invention, every fortune, every discovery began in imagination. The skyscraper was once only an image in a mind. The airplane was once only a dream no one believed could fly. The millionaire lifestyle you seek is no different. It too must first exist as a living reality in you, felt so strongly that it becomes more real than the evidence of your senses. The moment you dare to feel it real, the moment you inhabit the state of already having, life reorganizes itself to bring you the outer reflection. Let me give you an exercise tonight. As you prepare for sleep, do not drift into unconsciousness with worries and doubts. Instead, picture yourself already living as the millionaire you. See your home. Feel your clothes. Sense the joy of financial freedom. Hear the conversations of friends congratulating you. Smell the leather of the car you drive. Taste the wine poured at your celebration dinner. Let all five senses carry you into the world of already done. And as you drift off, hold on to the satisfaction, the gratitude, the calm certainty that it is finished. That state impressed upon the subconscious will shape your tomorrow. The world is more pliable than you believe. It bends to the convictions of those who dare to feel. If you persist in the feeling of already being rich, doors will open, ideas will come, opportunities will appear that you could never have planned. But it will all feel natural, because life always arranges itself to confirm your state. You may think it is coincidence, you may think it is luck, but it is only the law fulfilling itself. Many people chase money with desperation, believing that if they work harder, fight harder, push harder, then one day they will be free. But this is the great trap, for by chasing they affirm lack. By fighting they affirm that abundance is not yet theirs. They may gain a little, but it slips away, because their inner state never shifted. True wealth is never about what you do first. It is about who you are within. And when you are already the millionaire in feeling, the doing takes care of itself. Let us strip away the lies once and for all. You are not waiting to become rich. You are not hoping one day life will bless you. You are rich now if only you dare to feel it. You are blessed now if only you dare to accept it. The inner world is the only true world, and the outer must eventually conform. Stop giving power to circumstances. Stop bowing to the evidence of lack. Claim your inheritance within, and life will reflect it without. Every time you affirm, I am rich, every time you feel the ease of financial freedom, every time you imagine the thrill of living in abundance, you are sowing seeds in the garden of your subconscious. And just as surely as a planted seed grows, those imaginal acts will bloom in time. Do not uproot them with doubt. Do not dig them up with fear. Simply water them with repetition, with faith, with persistence, and the harvest will come. Think of yourself now, walking down the street with complete confidence, knowing that you are financially free. Think of yourself answering calls, not with worry, but with joy, because opportunities are flowing to you. Think of yourself giving generously, traveling freely, living fully. Do not ask how it will come. The how is not your concern. Your only task is to feel it real, to persist in the conviction that it already belongs to you. Life will take care of the details. And when doubt comes, and it will, do not fight it. Simply return to the vision. When fear whispers that you are fooling yourself, smile and step back into the state of already being. When the world presents bills or setbacks, do not despair. See them as shadows of the old state, dissolving as you persist in the new. For the truth is that nothing can resist the man or woman who remains faithful to their assumption. Tonight, let it be settled in you once and for all. Your millionaire life has already begun. It is not coming. It is here. It is not a dream. It is reality. All that is left is for you to feel it now, to walk in it now, to accept it now. And as you do, you will see the miraculous unfold in the most natural ways, until one day you look around and realize the inner vision has become the outer fact. You are rich now. You are abundant now. You are free now. Accept it, feel it, and live it. For the universe has already said yes. When you rise in the morning, do not greet the day with the thought that something is missing. Do not step into your hours with the feeling that you are still waiting for life to begin. Begin it now. When you sip your coffee or tea, imagine it is being served in the home you love. When you walk through your neighborhood, imagine yourself stepping into the lifestyle you have chosen. It is not make-believe. It is creation in motion. Every breath you take can be a reminder of wealth. Every sound you hear can be shaped into a symbol of abundance. The bus passing, the laughter of strangers, the ring of your phone, all of these can be reminders that life is moving in harmony with your inner state. Choose this inner state deliberately. Refuse to be casual with your imagination. Refuse to let your mind wander into poverty, fear, and lack. Guard it as you would guard treasure, because it is treasure. Your imagination is the source of your fortune, and what you permit to live there will surely come to pass. Think of how natural it is for a wealthy man or woman to move through life. They do not panic at expenses. They do not shrink when bills appear. They do not chase after money with fear in their eyes. They move calmly, confidently, knowing that wealth flows to them as naturally as breath. And you too can adopt that same calm, that same ease today. Even if the world shows you nothing, even if the account is empty, even if others laugh, hold firm to the truth that your millionaire life has already begun. For once you feel it, once you identify with it, it is inevitable. Let your mind linger on scenes that imply your wish is already fulfilled. Hear your family thanking you for the life you now provide. Hear yourself speaking with joy about the new opportunities that wealth has given you. Feel the texture of fine fabrics, the softness of new furniture, the lightness of a stress-free life. These imaginal scenes are not fantasies. They are the true seeds of wealth. They carry within them the power to shape reality, and reality must yield. When doubt whispers, "But nothing has changed," remind yourself, everything has changed. For the only change required is inner acceptance. The world lags behind your imagination, but it cannot resist it. Life must conform to the image you dare to feel real. You do not have to force it. You do not have to strain. You do not have to figure out the details. Simply maintain the vision, return to the feeling, and watch how naturally the outer world bends to your inner decree. Notice how when you hold on to lack, the world seems to echo it everywhere. But the moment you shift into wealth, new doors seem to open, new conversations arise, new opportunities present themselves. It may look like chance, it may look like coincidence, but you will know the truth. It is the reflection of your state. And because you have claimed the state of the millionaire now, the evidence of that choice must come. Persist. This is the word so many forget. They imagine once, they affirm once, and then when the outer world seems unchanged, they give up. But persistence is the golden key. Return to the feeling every day, every night, until it becomes second nature. Until the millionaire version of you feels more real than the old self. Until you can no longer imagine yourself poor, no longer imagine yourself lacking. And when that happens, when the new state becomes your dwelling place, life will surprise you with its generosity. The old state may try to cling, but it cannot hold you unless you give it power. Refuse to give it power. Refuse to be swayed by temporary appearances. Refuse to bow to the shadows of yesterday. Walk boldly into the new world you have claimed, and let the universe catch up to your vision, for it must. And if you ever wonder, am I truly doing this right? Am I truly wealthy now? Remember that the only test is your feeling. If you can close your eyes and feel even for a moment the ease, the confidence, the joy of being financially free, then you are doing it perfectly. Do not complicate it. Do not demand proof before you believe. Believe, and the proof will come. You are the master of your world, the creator of your fortune, the source of your wealth. The millionaire life is not waiting for you in some distant future. It has already begun within you. Feel it now. Live it now. And soon you will walk in a world that reflects it so clearly. You will laugh at the memory of ever doubting. See yourself walking into a room where people look at you with admiration, respect, and gratitude, because of the influence and abundance you carry. Feel their handshakes, hear their voices, notice the warmth in their eyes. You are not pretending. You are stepping into a state that already exists. The more you rehearse this inwardly, the more natural it becomes, until you no longer need to force the vision. It will simply arise in you as effortlessly as memory. That is when you know you are truly dwelling in your new reality. There is a lightness that comes with this state. No longer do you carry the heaviness of how will it happen, or what if it never comes. Instead, there is a quiet certainty, a knowing that life is unfolding perfectly. Just as you do not worry about the sun rising tomorrow, you no longer worry about abundance appearing. It is as certain as the dawn. And in that calm assurance, you will begin to notice how circumstances bend themselves to your vision. Someone will call with an offer. A new connection will appear. A forgotten opportunity will return. You may even laugh at the creativity of life, how perfectly it arranges events to confirm your assumption. But you must choose to remain faithful to this state. Faith is not blind hope. It is loyalty to the unseen reality you have claimed. Faith is persisting in the conviction that your millionaire life is now, regardless of appearances. Faith is the refusal to return to the old state of lack. Each time you are tempted to doubt, you simply remind yourself, I have already begun. My millionaire life is mine now. In that remembrance you hold your place, and nothing can shake you. The beauty of this truth, is that you do not need to manipulate people. You do not need to chase opportunities. You do not need to compete. You rest in the knowing that your inner reality is law. The world outside is only a servant, a stage on which your inner convictions play themselves out. This releases you from anxiety, from striving, from endless labor. It gives you freedom to enjoy the process, to move with joy instead of fear. For when you know the end is already secured, every step along the way becomes light. Now think of how you would behave if you already had everything you desired. Would you still shrink back in conversations? Would you still avoid opportunities out of fear? Would you still live small, hiding your light? Or would you carry yourself with ease, with generosity, with boldness? Begin to live that way now. Do not wait for money to grant you confidence. Grant it to yourself by assuming the role. Do not wait for wealth to make you generous. Be generous now, even in small ways, and you prove to yourself that abundance is already flowing. This shift in behavior is not about forcing, it is about aligning. When you align your actions with your inner conviction, the world responds more swiftly. It is as though life recognizes your seriousness and rushes to match you. Each time you act from the place of already being, you reinforce the state until it becomes unshakable. And soon the results around you will confirm what you have always known within. Some may laugh at you for believing in what they cannot see. Some may call it foolish or unrealistic. But those who mock are simply trapped in their own state of lack. Do not be swayed by them. Smile inwardly, knowing that you are the true realist. For reality is not what is seen but what is believed. And when your wealth manifests in undeniable ways, even the doubters will marvel and ask how you did it. You will know the answer. You dared to feel it real before it appeared. So continue in this way, day by day, night by night, feeling and living as though your millionaire life is already here. Refuse to argue with appearances. Refuse to delay your joy. Refuse to think of wealth as distant. Claim it, feel it, and embody it now. For the moment you do, everything begins to shift in your favor, and your life becomes the living testimony of the power within. When you walk through stores, do not see price tags as barriers. Instead, let your mind whisper, I can afford all of this with ease. When you see homes, cars, vacations, or luxuries, do not say, one day maybe. Say instead, that is already mine in my world. Because the inner claim is what opens the door for the outer fact. You must not let the senses trick you into surrendering your wealth. You must remain steadfast, seeing what others cannot yet see, until they too must acknowledge it. Imagine sitting at your desk, or on your couch, opening a message that shows money flowing into your account. Hear the notification sound. See the numbers higher than you have ever seen, and let the wave of gratitude sweep through you. Hold it for a moment, not as a fantasy, but as the truth. For that inner reaction is the true creation. What you celebrate inwardly today becomes what you celebrate outwardly tomorrow. As you move through the day, carry a secret awareness that you are living as a millionaire already. Let others rush. Let others worry. Let others complain about lack. You need not join them, for you know a higher law. You walk in calm assurance, a quiet power, and people will feel it in you. They may not know what has changed, but they will sense your new energy, and that energy will attract to you the very circumstances you once longed for. And when opportunities do appear, when wealth begins to flow, do not be surprised. Do not treat it as though it is unusual. Simply smile and accept it as the natural outpicturing of what you have always known. For nothing is more natural than the outer reflecting the inner. You are not lucky. You are not favored above others. You are simply aligned with truth, while others have chosen to remain asleep to it. This is the secret that the great ones throughout history have known. They lived in the end before the world saw it. They felt themselves great, powerful, wealthy, free, long before anyone else believed. And because they held to that state with persistence, the world had no choice but to yield. So it will be with you. Your millionaire life is not a matter of if, but of when, and the when is entirely dependent on your willingness to feel it now. Do not postpone your joy until circumstances give you permission. Celebrate now, laugh now, walk as though every desire is already yours, because in truth it is. The delay is only the lag of time between the inner seed and the outer harvest. But the harvest is certain, because the seed is already planted. Even in moments of challenge, even when the world presses against you, choose to remember who you are. Choose to remain loyal to the millionaire version of yourself. Challenges are not signs of failure. They are merely the echoes of old states dissolving. Do not cling to them. Let them pass, and keep your eyes fixed inward on the reality you have chosen. For in time the old will crumble entirely, and only the new will remain. So tonight, when you lay down, let your last thought not be of what is missing, but of what is here. Let your imagination paint the scene of your fulfilled life, and let your heart feel the relief, the gratitude, the ease of having it. Rest in that and drift into sleep with the calm certainty that your millionaire life is not a dream of tomorrow, but the reality of now. Picture yourself sitting at a dinner table, surrounded by those you love, not worried about the cost of the meal, not concerned about tomorrow's expenses, but instead overflowing with joy that you can provide, that you can give, that you can enjoy. Feel their laughter, hear their voices, notice the glow of satisfaction that fills the room. This is wealth. It is not just numbers. It is freedom, ease, the ability to live without chains. That freedom can be felt now, even before the outer world mirrors it. For the feeling is the cause, and the outer is the effect. When you step into a store, let your hand run across the items you once thought were beyond reach, and inwardly affirm, this is part of my life now. You need not buy it in that moment, but you must claim it inwardly. For imagination precedes possession, and what you dare to claim within, you will one day hold without. This is the law, unchanging, unwavering, perfect in its operation. Every moment is an opportunity to rehearse your millionaire life. Standing in line, waiting at a light, walking alone. These are not wasted minutes, but golden opportunities to step back into the state. Close your eyes for a breath. Imagine yourself free, wealthy, powerful, and let the feeling wash over you. Do this often enough, and it becomes your nature. And when it is your nature, the world has no choice but to conform. Your wealth is not built by struggle. It is built by assumption. The most powerful work you can do is not in the world of labor, but in the quiet chambers of your imagination. Others may toil endlessly, believing money is scarce, believing life is unfair, but you will smile gently, for you know the secret. You will let them chase shadows while you rest in the certainty that your millionaire life has already begun, unfolding with ease, because you dared to feel it now. Notice how your body responds when you feel rich. Shoulders loosen, breath deepens, eyes brighten. Carry that posture into your day. Let your body speak the language of abundance. Walk taller, move slower, smile wider. These simple shifts reinforce your state, and the world notices. People respond differently to you. Doors open where before they were closed, because life recognizes the signal you are broadcasting. I am wealthy, I am free, I am abundant. You may even begin to notice small signs first. Unexpected gifts, opportunities, compliments, sudden relief in situations you once worried about. These are the ripples of the state you now embody. Do not dismiss them as small. They are the beginning of the flood. Treat each as confirmation, as evidence that the law is working perfectly, and your confidence will grow stronger. The stronger your confidence, the faster the reflection takes shape. And so, moment by moment, day by day, you are building the world of your desire, not by force, but by feeling, not by fear, but by faith. Every time you choose to feel the reality of your millionaire life, you are moving closer to the point where imagination hardens into fact. And when it does, you will look back and know that it was not effort, not chance, but your inner loyalty to the vision that created it all. Think of yourself boarding a plane, not in the cramped seat you once dreaded, but in comfort and ease, perhaps in first class, greeted with a smile and offered a drink before takeoff. Feel the fabric of the seat, the space around you, the quiet assurance that this is natural for you. Let your imagination dwell there until the sensation feels as real as memory. That inner acceptance is all that is required. When it is normal to you within, it will soon become normal to you without. Picture yourself receiving invitations to events, dinners, gatherings where your presence is sought after, where your influence is valued, where you are seen as someone who lives at the level of wealth and success. Hear the voices speaking your name with respect. Feel the joy of realizing that the world around you reflects who you have chosen to become. That version of you is already alive in consciousness, waiting only for your recognition. Even in the small details of life, carry this feeling. When you pay for something, instead of shrinking with concern, imagine your account overflowing. Replenish the moment you spend. When you walk into a place, feel as though you own it. When you meet people, engage them as though you are already living in fullness. This is not arrogance. It is alignment. It is the refusal to identify with lack, the insistence on remaining faithful to the state of wealth. Notice how quickly the outer begins to shift when you hold this feeling. You may overhear conversations about money flowing. You may see opportunities where before you saw none. You may attract people who are aligned with your new vibration. Do not dismiss these as accidents. They are the first blossoms of the seeds you have planted. Water them with gratitude, nurture them with persistence, and soon the harvest will be undeniable. This is not about forcing the world to bend. It already bends. This is not about begging life to give. It has already given. It is about accepting, feeling, claiming. The work is inward, and the results are outward. The more you train yourself to feel abundance in the quiet of your mind, the faster you will witness it in the noise of the world. You have been given the greatest gift, the ability to choose your state. And with that choice comes freedom, power, and wealth beyond measure. Choose wisely. Choose to live as though your millionaire life is already here, because it is. Every moment you delay, you postpone your own joy. Every moment you claim it, you accelerate its arrival. So let this be your secret throughout the day, that no matter what you see, no matter what you hear, no matter what the world says, you are already living as the millionaire you desire to be. Carry that secret lightly, with confidence, and watch how life reshapes itself around you. Until there is no difference between your inner world and your outer world, they are one, and they are both rich. See yourself walking into your dream home, not as a visitor or a guest, but as the rightful owner. The door opens with ease. The air smells of comfort and newness. The light pours in exactly as you imagined. Run your hand along the walls. Feel the floor beneath your feet. Notice the details you once only held in thought. Let the satisfaction rise in you, not because it is far away, but because it is yours now. That ownership in imagination plants the reality in the soil of life. Think of the freedom you feel as you wake each morning, no longer rushing out of obligation, but moving through the day with choice. You decide how your hours are spent, whom you meet, where you travel, what projects you support. Let that sense of freedom become familiar, natural, ordinary. For true wealth is not about the possessions alone, but the power to live life on your terms. Carry that power in your imagination, and the world will yield it to you. Imagine the calls you receive, not from collectors or obligations, but from partners, collaborators, people eager to work with you, to share in your vision, to create alongside you. Hear their voices thanking you, congratulating you, celebrating with you. Feel the joy of knowing that your life not only blesses you, but also blesses others. That is abundance in its truest form, overflowing, spilling out to touch everyone around you. Even as you walk alone, let the air itself feel different, charged with possibility, alive with richness. Let the ground beneath your feet feel like the ground of your own estate. Let the sky above remind you that your wealth is limitless. These are not idle games. They are the most powerful creative acts you can perform. What you dare to feel real, you command into being. Carry yourself as though the weight of lack has been lifted forever. Let your laughter flow more easily. Let your words carry confidence. Let your eyes shine with the assurance of someone who has nothing to fear. Others will notice, and though they may not understand, they will be drawn to it. Your energy will magnetize opportunities, people and resources, for life is always eager to confirm the state you embody. When you sit in quiet moments, do not fill them with worry. Fill them with vision. See yourself making decisions from wealth, giving freely, investing wisely, traveling joyfully. Hear yourself speaking about opportunities already fulfilled, projects already successful, experiences already enjoyed. The subconscious mind accepts these images without resistance, and once accepted, it works tirelessly to bring them into form. And if ever you feel impatience, if ever the mind says, "But where is it? Why not yet?" remind yourself that delay is not denial. The harvest never fails the sower. Your only task is to sow in imagination, to water with persistence, to protect with faith. The results will arrive, often in ways so natural you will forget that you ever once worried. You will one day live your life so freely, so abundantly, that the memory of lack will feel like a distant dream. So let this truth settle deeply within you. Nothing is missing, nothing is delayed, and nothing is withheld. The only thing life has ever asked of you is to accept your abundance now, to live as though it were already true, to feel in this present moment the freedom and joy of your millionaire life. For the world does not move first, you do. The facts you see are only the shadows of yesterday's assumptions, and the instant you dare to claim a new state, tomorrow must rise to match it. Walk from this moment not as one who hopes, not as one who waits, but as one who already possesses. Speak with the authority of ownership. Move with the ease of freedom. Rest with the calm of security. Your millionaire life has already begun, and the only thing left for you to do is to feel it now, to embody it now, to persist in it until the world bends to your conviction. And it will, it must. For life has no power but to echo what you have already chosen to believe. Choose wealth, choose freedom, choose abundance, not tomorrow, not someday, but now. And as surely as the sun rises, you will see the reflection of your choice shining all around you, undeniable, unstoppable, and absolutely yours.